Guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today, we have an amazing graveyard deck. Maybe one of the best poised graveyard decks to really dominate inside of meta kind of ever, or at least in a long time. And I am not here alone. Who better to talk about graveyard than Graveyard Fam? Welcome back to the channel, man. Third time on, I think?
Yeah, this is the third time.
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Back. I'm all right, hanging out, enjoying the new card a lot.
Yeah. Is this the version? Because I know you've updated it a few times, but the one on your profile that we're gonna be covering today?
Yeah, the one with the Valkyrie and the baby dragon.
Dude, so the double dragon too, the E-Drag? Oh man. Tell me about this deck, because I can't say that I've seen a graveyard deck like this one before. Obviously with the 2 tanks, the 2 dragons, the graveyard, the freeze, Mega Minion, and NATO. It seems I just like this deck. It feels like, I mean, Battle Healer's in it, so it's gotta be strong, right?
Right.
So yeah, why is this? You messaged me this is the best graveyard freeze deck you've ever played. Why?
Yeah, I think just because, first of all, so Graveyard and Freeze already have like an established synergy with one another, right?
Today's video is brought to you by Pokemon Masters. Pokemon Masters is a mobile game that is battling and strategy that features 3 vs 3 combat in real time. Sync pair, meaning the trainer and the partner Pokemon. Now is a perfect time to download and check out this game because there's a major event happening in December, and it runs until December 19th. Now in this event, 2 incredibly popular characters from the Pokemon world, Giovanni and Mewtwo, will be available for you guys to go ahead and try out in story mode and then unlock, but they will no longer be available after the 19th, so now is a perfect time to get in and unlock these characters. Now, actually, Mewtwo is going to be the first ever legendary character added to this game, Pokemon Masters, so again, now is your time to go ahead and check it out. So again, make sure you use my link in the description below, and thanks again to DNA, the creators of Pokemon Masters, for sponsoring today's video. Yeah.
But I think the synergy that stands out for me in this deck has to actually be the Battle Healer in the Freeze, because when if you're defending like a Golem push, right, and they go on with the Lightning, and most of your troops are almost completely dead, right? If you freeze when the Battle Healer is attacking something, you're getting all of the damage done that you need to, but she's also healing herself and all of the troops around you. So it completely mitigates poison damage. With certain troops like the Valkyrie and the baby dragon that don't die to lightning, it can completely mitigate that damage. And I just think it's really, 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 it just synergizes in a particular way that I haven't seen a graveyard deck do.
No, I can totally see that. And we're watching this match right now that you have going on. It's just like, I feel like every card in this deck, like even down to the Mega Minion, like the least sexy of them all, right. I feel like it just like has a great synergy with everything else in the deck. I'm not a graveyard player, but I'm definitely going to try this one out just because it feels like even a guy like me could potentially have success with a deck like this. Okay, so as we watch the rest of this replay, before we talk about like how the deck works specifically, like what you're doing at different points, you know, I feel like I'm asking everybody this, but since I have you on voice, like what is your feelings about the Battle Healer? At this point, it seems like people are pretty upset about the card.
Right, and so given what you just stated, I think I'll be a little bit controversial. I really like her. I think that there's a lot of claims that she's overpowered, but I don't really see her as overpowered. She's most certainly strong. And one of the strongest cards in the game, but I think what's happening right now is it kind of introduces a new way to play the game, in which like you can't just fireball something, right, and know that your tower can finish it off, right? So there's like a certain way that it's introducing a new mechanic, and so I think people just don't know how to deal with it yet. And so, because with Splash Art, it's really easy, and that's also why I have the 3 air troops, because they can attack her while she doesn't heal anything. So I think that works pretty well.
So it's like anti-battle healer, battle healer.
Right, exactly.
Okay, I really liked what you said there though, because you know I think there is some truth to the fact that A, it's a new card, brand new mechanic, something that nobody's used to, and B, everybody has her automatically leveled up. You know, exactly. So it's like it's the first time we've also experienced that. But I would be remiss if I didn't say that, yeah, she does feel like a little bit too strong to me, you know? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I can't deny it.
I think what they'll end up doing is, I think they'll end up taking away her ability to passively heal herself.
Okay.
Because I think that's what makes her a little bit of too strong of a tank. I don't think her healing other cards is too much of an issue, but the fact that she could be almost completely taken out, and then by the time she crosses the bridge, she can do like 1,000 damage to your tower, and that's without a supporting troop behind her. I think that's a little kind of where it could veer off into being a little bit too strong, but
yeah,
I'm okay with her.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, man, the replay just ended, and that was a dominant match there against Golem. Want to go ahead and play live?
Yeah, sure.
All right, you're pretty high here in ladder, 69th in the world. Let's go ahead and hop into a live, man.
All right.
Here we go into our match here, and we're just talking about the creator code. Oh, Epic Toy. He's a really good player. Let's see.
Yeah, he runs that Royal Giant. Yeah. Okay.
Normally he does, but oh yeah, he does with the.
No, he's still running it with
spirits.
the P.E.K.K.A., the Archers, the triple spell, I believe.
Yep. He's been on the channel a couple times before. Really, really good player. I forgot where he's from. I think he might be Turkish, but I could be wrong. Anyway, yeah, so we're talking about the card boost, and I forgot that you were like, you're almost a free-to-play player. You've bought like a few
I've bought a couple
packages
deals here and there.
yeah. But, and so, you're right, though. Like, it does help free-to-play players quite a bit. The card boost, not only because it's boosting, but like in a situation like the Battle Healer, right? It's a card that's obviously a little bit OP.
Yeah.
Or a lot of it, depending. We could argue, right? But it's a good situation for you because, or for anybody who's not a big spender, or actually for anybody, period, even if you're not free to play, because you get to see the balance changes before you make a decision if you want to upgrade the card. Like, there's no reason to upgrade the card at all right now.
Right.
So you get to at least wait and see what they're going to do to it before you make a decision, you know? And you get to play it at max level or whatever level your King Tower is. So yeah, I'm a big fan of it too.
Yeah, I think it just opens up certain possibilities for people to get familiarized with the card.
Yeah, so this is the deck, man. Are you just waiting until double elixir time against?
Yeah, I'm just gonna graveyard. I'm not really gonna freeze because he'll be back to his archers every single time.
Okay.
So I'd rather make him kind of overcommit on the defense, like dropping the furnace because he played his mini P.E.K.K.A. It's kind of a crucial component of his deck.
Yeah.
So if he keeps playing that, it's not gonna be behind the RG. It's also a 4 elixir commitment. So.
That's true, and here he goes again with a Royal Giant. You have the healer down. Hopefully we'll heal your baby dragon back up. Right out of range. No, sweet. That actually worked out really well there, because Battle Healer able to save the baby dragon.
Yeah, and then he has to continue to use his mini P.E.K.K.A. on the healer.
Yep.
I actually think.
Dude, look at the healer. She got the baby dragon all the way up again. Then he lightnings. This is gonna be really good for you, hopefully. Is this freeze time? Yep.
Yeah, for sure. I also think he has arrows, though, so it's not going to do too much damage, but...
Okay. Yeah, so he has arrows, log, fire spirit, yeah, and furnace.
Yeah.
Not an easy matchup for you. He lightnings again. So at this point, when you have the tower down this low, are you just basically graveyard freezing and hoping for the best?
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
I'm also just going to sit here and wait because he can't really play anything. And I also believe he only has Furnace to distract right here, so my E-Drag's going to get on tower.
And
that should be GG.
There it goes.
There we go.
Wow. Well done, man. What a way to start the video. Okay, let's go into another match.
All right, let me queue again.
All right, cool. Yeah, that was that was against a really good player too, and I don't know like who had matchup there, but it seemed like he had like a lot of counters to you, and you had a lot of counters to him, so it's kind of like
yeah, I'd call that one like 50-50 for the most part.
Well done. Let's go into we'll edit out here and come back at you guys in a second. Okay, guys, so sorry about that. We just played a match, and it was actually a really good one. I'm not going to spoil the results. But then my Elgato froze. So let's go ahead and watch it together. And just, this happened literally 10 seconds ago. So bring us into your mind. Well, let's watch it in 3, 2, 1, play. All right. So this is actually a really, really good match. Otherwise, I would have said, let's just go ahead and do another live one and forget that ever happened.
Right.
But this is cool. So bring us into your mind here.
Yeah. So once I saw the Magic Archer, I pretty much, it's either Elixir Golem or P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam, and P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam isn't really too popular right now. So for me, it was Elixir Golem. So at this point, I'm just trying to figure out if he has Rocket or if he has the Earthquake variant. So I'm just kind of hanging out, playing really passively for now. Prepared for him to make big pushes in single Elixir because E-Golem is so cheap. And so yeah, I'm just kind of not going to freeze or do anything too aggressive. I'm just going to be kind of passive.
Yeah, and this push here, like in going through your mind right at this second, you're like, knowing that he might have had lightning, you just don't. You use both the dragons there just because you know he didn't have the elixir, right?
Yeah, no, he definitely didn't have the elixir for that. So I knew that at that point I could commit on defense to try to mitigate as much tower damage as possible. So yeah, and I
like
also figured he doesn't have lightning because typically when people see that you're running a graveyard deck, especially, they're not gonna go as aggressive offensively on their push because they want to save for a lightning.
Why'd you go with the graveyard there?
With the graveyard there, it's just I felt I had a little bit at least of an elixir advantage, and I just wanted to apply pressure while I could before he could get another E-Golem down, to make sure that that tower was low enough that even if he takes tower on this push, I could still come back.
Okay.
Because also at this point, I've discovered I don't think he has Earthquake. I don't think he has Lightning. I think he has Earthquake, which is not too good against Graveyard.
Okay. In this situation, obviously, you know you're gonna lose tower, but you still like defend against the Magic Archer there, just because you don't want it to kind of get out of control.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want him to drop something in front of it.
Yeah. So now, what's going through your mind? You're getting to the double elixir time. At this point, you obviously are not feeling too great about this, but what do you think?
Yeah, no, at this point, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Just because I know that he doesn't have lightning, and so I know that I can build up a big push, and if I can get a good graveyard freeze in, then I could take the tower that's completely full right now, and at that point, I'll have like a 2,400 lead in terms of tower damage.
That's true. Nice,
so I'm just going to throw in a graveyard. And if that Magic Archer wasn't locked down, it would be good. But this is where Earthquake kind of isn't great as a graveyard counter.
Sure.
Because he couldn't even use it, so he'd rather drop a Night Witch, which is a 4 elixir commitment, and then the dragon's just wrecking the tower.
Dude, he had a Magic Archer down. He had so much down. He had Night Witch, Magic Archer, and Battle Healer down, and he still that freeze and then all of a sudden, just like you said, you went from not looking so great to wow, big match advantage.
Yeah. And so here he gives me the GG, and I know I could just go and make a graveyard push.
And here it is. There it is.
Right.
Just out of curiosity, why did you put the graveyard there?
Because I can. So you see how I froze the baby dragon and the Night Witch. So yeah, it doesn't do as much damage because some of the skeletons will go to the King Tower, but what it does do is give you a greater capability to freeze everything.
Okay.
Especially when you're in a splash yard deck like the one that I'm running. If I had an elixir advantage, I could NATO everything in between the two towers, freeze there, and then the troops would also be out of range of my actual troops.
Let's do another one, and I'll try to make sure nothing freezes here.
Right. Okay. I'm
try to make sure it goes smoothly. Be right back.
Turtur.
Alrighty, here we go.
I have no idea what this person runs.
Yeah, I've seen him before, but I don't know either.
Okay. Well, we'll find out shortly. Okay, that's cycle.
Yeah, I would really want to pay attention to, I just find it curious as a non-graveyard player, when you decide to use graveyard and when you don't, So, just, after you use a graveyard, humor me and be like, I use graveyard there because blah.
Okay. Yeah, so at this point, I see Knight and I see Lumberjack. And so for me, I'm thinking Balloon. Yeah, especially with that Xe.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go aggressive defensively so that way he can't get anything in front of the Executioner.
Oh, nice.
And so at this point, I could graveyard, but I only have 6 elixir, so I'm not going to... Because if he goes Balloon opposite lane, I just don't want to deal with that. Okay. So I'd rather force him to respond here and keep my elixir advantage.
Okay, all right.
And so now with the baby dragon down, depending on if he drops something immediately, I might graveyard here. I'm going to graveyard. And he drops the Knight at the bridge, so that was well played on his behalf. So I'm not going to freeze here, just because it's really not going to change what happens. He probably has a small spell, and I don't really want to give him too much value. So in case he is running Balloon, I'm going to play E-Dragon here, just so that way she can get value on the troops in the back.
So now, I wonder what he wants to do here. Okay. Ooh, heal her up, heal it up, heal it up.
Yeah.
Ah!
He didn't want the Knight to go in range of the tower.
Yeah, so you force a NATO out of him there.
Right, which is one of his presumably 2 small spells. Yeah. So that also opens me up for another graveyard push. Okay. And he goes Lumberjack in the back, I'm in a graveyard. Just because now he's going to have to use a spell, and if he drops something else, I can just freeze.
Okay, so you freeze there because he dropped. What did he even drop? A knight or something?
Yeah, he dropped the knight in the back.
So
And
now it's gonna be
has,
a big balloon push. We assume.
I'm not too worried about it.
He doesn't. Yeah, you can't. You keep the E-drag keeps like, you know.
Yeah, E-drag is wild against balloon.
Here he goes. Probably
like,
a NATO coming down. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm anticipating it, I guess. So he's probably gonna drop the balloon in front. But he's prepping with lumberjack.
Ooh, double.
And so
Nice
this is that healer free synergy I'm talking about.
Yes.
Because that literally had the Mega Minion survive a little bit longer than she probably would have otherwise. Oops, that's not tight.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just a misplay. Entirely.
You're gonna have a NATO, yeah, okay. So it's not over yet, but unfortunately Lumberjack takes down more than half your tower.
But because it was also rage. But he also doesn't have a big spell, so
okay.
I'm still fairly confident. And also, what I'm gathering is Lumberjack is his best graveyard counter. So now that he played her, I'm gonna go on with the graveyard. NATO.
He's gonna use bat. He can't use bats.
No, he's going to.
So do you freeze that?
No, I'm not gonna freeze anything. I'm just being very kind of. Yeah. I want to put pressure, but also still be passive enough that I could stop his push to the bridge. Because he just used his executioner. All right, so he has to cycle all the way back to it.
Yeah, and he's cycling desperately, not for the balloon, but for the executioner. You NATO that opposite link. Can you stop this? Of course you can. Valkyrie in hand.
And so now I'm going to be very aggressive.
Nice opportunity for you. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Do you have the NATO?
I froze it, just to be sure. Because I don't think he has anything for the
call.
tower.
There it is! Oh, man. That was a nice play on his part. Good Hail Mary idea at the end, you know?
Yeah, the balloon with NATOing everything back was kind of a little bit scary. But I also realized at that point, he was committing so much to offense that my freeze wasn't necessary to take the tower, especially since his tower had already locked onto my Valkyrie.
Yeah, very true. All right, want to go one more, then I'll go?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do this. All right, here we go against Marvel. Okay. Starts out with a giant immediately in the back. So, like, this is one of those situations where, like, some people I would assume would be tempted to just, like, graveyard opposite, but
no,
that's way too aggressive.
Yeah, because the only tank I could use to graveyard opposite would be either my healer or my Valkyrie, and both of them are so, like, crucial on defense.
Yes.
That you really don't want to do that. Because that just opens you up to a lot of possibilities to just have things go very, very wrong. Yeah, I also have the E-Dragon here pretty much just for Sparky.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because last season I faced so much Sparky in the first couple weeks that I just ended I have to freeze and Valk this. That I ended up I didn't really play much last season because there was so much Sparky, and I didn't really figure out a deck where I felt like I could fit E-Dragon. So
got you. So that's why you have E-Drag here. Yeah. So you force the Skarmy out of him. That's pretty good.
Is he running graveyard? I've seen a couple giant Sparky skeleton army. Yeah, when I see skeleton army with giant, I usually think graveyard.
Yeah. Huh. Well, we haven't seen a spell out of him yet, so that's we'll see. It will be interesting as long as he doesn't have anything like that can kill your E-Drag.
I don't think he does. Okay, fireball. If he has arrows, it'll kill my E-Drag, but
no big deal.
Okay, so now at this point, he's playing really passively.
Yeah.
Which lets me know that based on the cards that I've shown him, he doesn't feel like he has a good matchup. So that's a bigger indicator to me to just be passive, and then there's going to be a moment that I can capitalize off of and probably take his whole tower. Yeah, so like right here, he goes with the P.E.K.K.A, the mini P.E.K.K.A at the bridge, and that's it's just ill-advised.
Yeah.
Go here. That was a great fireball.
But again, here, I don't know what his last spell is. Certainly it's Zap. Okay, so now he has like no spells in hand. He has Skarmy in hand.
So now here that we're in double elixir, and he just used his Zap. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna freeze back here. Even if that mini P.E.K.K.A gets a hit on my tower, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Oh, he has those bats ready. Still get some decent damage, and you have enough elixir to stop. Okay, he goes giant right lane.
I think he wants me to figure out which lane I'm gonna commit to. So what I'm gonna do is try to needle this back, and hopefully I can catch that musketeer before she locks on the tower. Nope. But she'll retarget. Oh.
This push.
Yeah. That's. Nope.
Oh yeah, he got you.
There we go. Yeah, he did.
Well, dude,
I think I went a little too aggressively with the graveyard on the right hand side, but I was getting very impatient.
The graveyard freeze and the.
Yeah, when he dropped when he caught the baby dragon at the bridge, what I should have done is abandon the graveyard push, but instead I committed with the freeze, and so that's why that happened.
Ah, makes sense. A good learning moment for all of us. Even the most patient graveyard player will get too aggressive sometimes. All right, man. Well, hey, I'm gonna try the deck out. Here I go.
All right, cool. Let me go watch.
All right, we have Babylon here.
Yeah.
Good luck. Starting hand rather is Healer, Valkyrie, NATO, and Graveyard.
Okay. So yeah, you could play Valk, and then if you have Baby Dragon or E-Dragon, just something on top.
I don't.
Okay. Well, Mega Minion as well.
Okay.
Just something to mitigate a majority of the damage. Okay.
So this is all I have.
Yeah, she's fine against Prince.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Oh, he liked
that was okay. Yeah,
so now
Graveyard. Yeah, I just play. Yeah, because that was the biggest overcommit I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, yeah. He lightninged my.
He lightninged
almost
dead 4 elixir
healer
card.
Yeah.
So you don't have to freeze here, even though he used that. Just keep your elixir advantage, and also the damage lead now.
Yep.
Okay. So, because this deck only has 2 ground tanks...
Don't want to waste... okay, rather use like Baby Dragon?
I would save Valk and Battle Healer to either distract the Mortar or catch the Prince.
You're right, because now I'm screwed.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're not screwed, it's just it's going to get more damage than it would have if you had something to distract it. Yeah, and so see, now you're not going to have your healer for the Prince once he crosses the bridge. Well, if he does.
So, for that reason, I'm going to go...
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we kind of recover, but that's a really valuable lesson.
Yeah.
Don't cycle my...
Yeah, I mean, you have 3 air cards, and based on the... So, like, E-Drag is beautiful here. But yeah, even there, like, I don't even think you needed the Valkyrie. Because you could have just NATO'd the Barbs once they popped.
Okay.
And so you would have kept your ground tank.
Graveyard here or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Sorry. For sure.
Yep. He
Okay,
lightnings
that was
again!
a horrible lightning.
This guy is saving me with his lightnings. Alright, I'm gonna freeze. I probably didn't even need it, huh?
No, you didn't, for sure.
Okay.
But it's okay.
Yeah.
Because you still have elixir advantage.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, thankfully, this guy is saving me from my stupidity with his own...
Yeah, and at this point, just be prepared to use defensive freezes. Just because... That's what I meant when I said sit back. Just because you really just want to, like... Just keep everything kind of cool.
Yep.
You want to play passively. If you take a couple hundred damage, that's okay. Here's lightning.
I think I'm gonna... I don't know. Exactly what you said not to do, but it's
okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, you have 10 seconds left. I'd freeze if you're going to do that. I'd commit really strongly. So that way, if he does take tower, you can... Okay, well, he just kind of sat there passively at that point.
Yeah, he's not going to...
So GG.
All right, cool. Wow. All right. I felt like I still made a lot of mistakes, but he was just so aggressive with that lightning that it kind of ruined whatever chance he had. But, dude...
Yeah.
I don't know. Any final thoughts on the deck before we let you go?
I think it's really, really strong. I think that there's... Oh, yeah. It's one of those really strong decks that's probably going to be completely killed when they nerf the battle healer, but it's strong for now. So
all right, guys. Well,
I'm happy
enjoy
about
it while
that.
it lasts.
Right.
Hey, Graveyard Fam, thanks for joining us on the channel, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me again.
No problem, guys. Check out Graveyard Stats, player profile, thanks to statsroyale.com in the show notes below. Thank you for using creator code CWA, and a big shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Give this deck a try, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. The deck link will also be in the description below on this video. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys. Oh wait, before you go guys, another reminder that today's video was sponsored by DNA, the creators of Pokemon Masters. Again, a reminder to download the game using my link in the description below. You guys can get the game downloaded in time for the big event where the legendary Mewtwo and of course Giovanni, who is the head of Team Rocket. Again, the link will be in the description below. Thanks for watching guys, really appreciate it.